wondering where I'd be if you stayed the night. They all at that party, yeah, but I don't mind, cause I bought a hot pocket at the 7-Eleven. Come on, let's do it again, I'll do it over again.
Hey friends, it's been a while. I just wrapped up a full month on set this past June. And honestly, while it thus far was the best experience of my life, it completely threw off my routine. I'm slowly getting back into my habits, from slow mornings to working out, and even carving out time to have my mid-year goal check-in. If you're also trying to reset after a busy season or creative burnout, I hope this video makes you feel less alone. Let's romanticize the little things and gently get our lives back together, one step at a time. Being on set was incredible, but it definitely messed up my daily routine. My sleep schedule was thrown off, my workouts borderline stopped, and I barely had time to check in with myself. But instead of being hard on myself, I'm choosing to give myself grace and just focus on building one habit at a time again. You know, I completely forgot to put on highlighter, and it's cream. F it, we're gonna do it. But I am just going to focus on building one habit at a time again to get myself back into routine. Even something as simple as making my own coffee or checking my emails in the morning will help me feel like I am returning to myself. I also just haven't done my own makeup like this in a long time, so it kind of feels good to just do my makeup in my own style. You know, anyone could do their makeup, it's 2025, but I feel like doing makeup is just another form of stepping back into yourself. For today's breakfast, we are making one of my go-to meals, and that is what I like to call a brekkie bowl. There's just something so comforting about throwing a hodgepodge of delicious ingredients into one bowl and eating it with a wooden spoon. I don't know why that's comforting for me, ask your mother. In today's brekkie bowl, I'm going with some tater tots and Morningstar breakfast veggie patties baked around 10 minutes at 425 degrees. If you're a longtime subscriber, then you would know my love for these runs deep. They are the best veggie patties on the market. Then we're just going to make 2 over easy eggs, slice up an avocado, and of course, top it off with your hot sauce of choice. Not only is this super simple and easy to make, but you can also customize your own brekkie bowl using whatever breakfast ingredients you like. Oh, and the cheese. How could I forget the pepper jack cheese melted on top? Really seals the deal unless you're lactose intolerant. But again, customize this however you'd like. However, these exact ingredients is how I enjoy my brekkie bowl. This afternoon, I'm catching up on emails, getting audition materials together, editing a video, and prepping content for next week. I find that batching tasks like this really helps me avoid decision fatigue. One of my close friends pointed out how I'm so multifaceted, and I told her this one piece of advice that helps me juggle so many tasks in a day. Every day on my to-do list, I ensure that I complete one small task that gets me closer to my goals. For example, if I were to divide all of my tasks into 3 umbrella tasks, i.e. client work, YouTube, and acting, then I make sure to do one thing each day that contributes to each of those goals. This way, I know that I'm always going to achieve the goals that I set for myself because I'm making small steps towards them every single day. If you want to learn more how I time block my day and how I'm able to achieve all of my goals within a year, then be sure to check out this video. Now it's time to ease our way back into the gym. When I was working on set, I only had one off day to go to the gym. Working out was out of the question in my daily schedule because we would spend 12 to 16 hour days on set. So to get back into my workout routine, my trainer set me up with a new plan on Trainwell. I have been using Trainwell for the past year now and absolutely love it. Guys, I have biceps now. Like, look at this. You're kidding. What? I can carry multiple grocery bags in without really breaking a sweat. But honestly, what I really love about this app and training program is how realistic and personable my own personal trainer is. During my month on set, she adjusted my schedule so that I didn't have to meet any workout quotas in the case that I was too busy so that I wouldn't burn myself out. She implemented quick little 10 to 20 minute workout routines in case I had time in between set days to work out, and she never made me feel guilty for needing to take a rest day. If you've been wanting to get into shape but also want the flexibility of having a remote trainer at your fingertips, then Trainwell's one-on-one coaching is absolute perfection. You can use my link here or down below in the description box to get your first 2 weeks of Trainwell for free. Definitely take advantage of this because I'm telling you, I have never felt better about myself since using Trainwell. Now that we're past the halfway mark of the year, I wanted to check in on my 12-week goals. Some goals I totally dropped and others evolved in unexpected ways. And that's okay. The whole point is to set aside time to have this internal conversation with yourself. Ask what still matters and what can still be pivoted. One goal I'm recommitting to is building more sustainable routines and being kind to myself when things fall off, especially when life gets hard. Because boy oh boy, has life been really freaking hard. But this is just a bad moment, not a bad life. If you've fallen behind, you're not alone. We're picking things back up together. Let's review my 2025 goals. For personal and relationship, I already don't like this. Continue reading more, 24 books total this year. So far in 2025, I've read 11 books, so I'm nearly halfway to hitting my goal, which is awesome. I love reading. It inspires me to also write again, and I feel like it also makes me a better writer. No matter if that's a bad book or a good book, you gotta read them all so that you can improve your own writing. Content goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers. I wrote this when I was at 14,500, and we're currently at 18,400, I believe. So, we're getting there. And the next is to sign with an agent, become an actress. I did land a lead role opportunity in an indie feature film. You guys would know that if you saw my latest video here or here in my acting diaries where I broke the news out to my friends and family. So be sure to catch up with me there if you didn't know that. So signing with an agent, I reached out to a couple different agents. A handful that were LA based showed interest in me, but because I am not LA based, I ended up not signing with them. And then I had an interview with another agency who was interested, but they wanted me to work on my demo reels first, which is completely fine, completely understandable. So once I get the footage from the film that I shot, I will put that towards my demo reels. And now we're just actively auditioning and preparing for different roles. Grind never stops. For financial, I wanted to save 10K.
Boy, if you don't get...
That's insanity in this economy. I do want financial stability, but slow and steady wins the race right now until my next big movie contract pops off. For health and mental, we have continue therapy, which I've been doing. I actually switched from going from bi-weekly to weekly just because my life has been really messy recently and I've been needing to see my girl once a week instead of bi-weekly. So we've been taking care of ourselves there. I have also, in addition to writing more, not only am I writing more fictional stories, which is something that I'm passionate about doing, but I also started to journal more. I'm journaling like nearly every day and just writing down my thought processes, especially because right now I'm just going through a really rough patch in my life and I think that journaling is the only thing that keeps me sane. Health and physical, lose 10 to 15 pounds. I did do that, but now that I'm looking at this, I realize that I shouldn't be determining my health through numbers. I feel like that's kind of unhealthy. I did lose around 10 pounds. I kind of naturally lost 10 pounds after filming on set. Not for any reason other than the fact that we had such long set days and they would feed us, don't get me wrong, but you're on your feet all day, you're working all day. When you're acting and you're in the zone, sometimes you just don't even want to eat like a full meal. So I would just eat enough to like get me through the day. But yeah, lost weight there and again, going through a rough patch in my life. So eating schedule is just thrown off in general, but it's fine. I've continued to work out with my trainer 3 days a week. No matter what I'm going through, minus my set days, I've always managed to still work out with my trainer, which feels really good. It brings a little routine back into my life and I feel stronger and healthier, which is the goal. So what I'm noticing in my quarterly check-ins is that I place a lot of numerical value on all of my goals and I really shouldn't. Slow and steady wins the race again. And if you haven't hit the numbers that you've been wanting to hit yet, just remember to give yourself grace. I'm going to continue to work towards all of these goals, especially with increasing my subscriber account and landing more roles. And then eventually, hopefully, once I land more roles, I'll be able to build my demo reels and then officially sign with an agency before the end of the year. And I'm still intent on hitting 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year and getting my first YouTube plaque. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and be notified whenever I post new videos. Thank you. For dinner tonight, we are following a recipe from Sarah's Vegan Kitchen. Shout out Sarah wherever you are in the world because this recipe was bomb. You'll need a block of silken tofu, minced garlic, brown sugar, soy sauce, rice vinegar, chili crisp, and some sesame oil. You can also add green scallions and sesame seeds as toppings, but those are completely optional. You want to start by mixing your sauce together and boiling some water on the side. Very carefully flip the tofu out of the packaging, careful not to break it because I was breaking a sweat behind camera. Then you want to poach the tofu for around 5 minutes and heat the sauce over a pan until it boils, and then once it boils, you just bring it to a little simmer. Once the tofu is done, carefully plate it, drizzle the sauce over and top with garnishes. Voila, you have yourself some delicious flavor-infused silken tofu. Pair with rice and any veggies you'd like, and you have yourself a meal, baby. This was another quick and easy dish that took around 10 minutes total to make, and I'll definitely be making this again because it was so freaking good. After that, I did a full skincare routine, added in a little gua sha to treat myself, and now I'm winding down with a book on my Libby app. I'm currently reading the Throne of Glass series, and you guys, dare I say the best YA series to ever exist. I'm only just now starting book 2 in the series, so I'm really hoping that it lives up to the hype of book 1. These small habits not only helped me get back into routine, but it also reminded me that productivity doesn't have to be so intense all of the time. Productivity can also be soft, quiet, and intentional. I hope this video was able to help you ease back into your own routine in your own ways. It's okay if you're not at 100%. Sometimes even just getting one thing done in a day is enough. Honestly, the most powerful thing you can do for yourself is to continuously keep showing up. So if you made it through today, I'm proud of you. Sending all the love and positive vibes your way to get what you need to get done today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!